Yo, so the feds were running a spy operation on the U.S. people. Hold up, because they're tapping my phone right now. So they were running an operation to spy on the US people, not only spy, but to manipulate people's minds and perception of reality in real time. So they get put into a state of hypnosis. They were putting people in a state of hypnosis, in a trance, and people would go about their days and not worry about exposing the enemy and eliminating the enemy, while the enemies just run around doing the whatever the fuck they want, pretty much, with this high-end technology that they were using against the people. So yesterday I heard that they were running a computer of mass deceptions, like a computer that pretty much handles the the deception side of things, like, you know what I'm saying, and like a computer named Lucifer. That was the name of the program they named. You know what I'm saying? That was the name of the program, and this computer would go, or this program would go and create many lies, and it would just lie, 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 lie. Its main priority was to lie, and to specific, and the main objective was to protect the feds, the enemies, from the people. So it would go and target whoever was speaking truth that could expose the feds and Freemasons. Freemasons created the feds, and they also created the Illuminati. The Illuminati was created from Freemasonry. The KKK also were created from a Mason and stuff like that. So they have this program called Lucifer, or named Lucifer. They're probably changing it to Satan right now. That's what I feel right now. Like they're implementing another program named Satan, or another program named Devil. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they would do. They work through lies and deception. So whenever you catch them doing one thing, they'll go and try to change it and act like if it's something else, and see if they can, if that something else could sneak in. And you know what I'm saying? That's what they were doing right now. I'm telling you. So I figured it out. I figured it all out. I had, not only me. There's also people out there feeding me information and stuff like that, because I was doing it from within. So they started targeting me like heavy, and I mean heavy. I mean heavy, to the point where I just couldn't even, you know what I'm saying, like, think to myself, like, or say things with my mental voice, or say things with my mental voice and stuff like that. So, and I mean, they were just focused on me heavy. Like whenever I said anything, like even right now, or not now, but like, sometimes when I say things, they'll say things, uh, to tap into my energy, to my sound waves and stuff like that. And so they could leech off my energy and become, better at deceptions, because I represent the truth. So they go do the opposite. So they used to tap into my energy. So like my energy levels and stuff like that. Like while I'm saying things, they'll go, or match a voice to my voice, and repeat it, like, and repeat it, and as they're repeating it, they're saying it backwards, and like a computer would. So the computer would handle all these functions and shit like that. And like I said, they'll tap into my energy and do the exact opposite, and they created an opposite of me in their virtual reality, their virtual fucked up reality of lies and deceptions. You know what I'm saying? Because they're Satanists, devil worshippers, Luciferians, and stuff like that. So they gotta live in a fantasy, in a place that doesn't exist. And what better place to do that even right now? And I felt the notion that this guy Ever was here right now, trying to see if he could do something about me and stuff like that, to his connection, because I knew him. Um, So they would go inside the internet because the internet is a place based on nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And the imagination is based on pretty much like, you know what I'm saying, not lies and deceptions, because I could tap into the imagination and do it through the truth. But they do it through lies and deceptions, through a fantasy, delusion. Right now they're right making me believe like if you know they could be doing some anal shit to me right now, right? That's pretty much what they're doing. And it's like this fucking computer that they have, and whenever they don't have the computer working, they go and use their satanic like enchantments and shit like that, so they take over. Like, anyways, I'm gonna stay in course. I'm gonna explain it perfectly right now. So they have these programs that are based on mass deceptions, and they target people. So whenever they target me from a perception of something that works only through lies and deceptions. Like right now, that's a distraction right there. The running, I call that the running man. When they send an image running at me, and you know, you felt it right now, like they just sent someone to run at me, and they ran over here, and you know, and it's anything they could do. You see, they just sent a live example to expose themselves right now. So instead of distracting me, what they did was help me, because now you know exactly what the type of shit they do. I'm telling you the details right now of everything that they do. Right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even gotta explain myself. That's how advanced I am with the truth. So, like, yeah. So now that you know exactly what I mean. It would go and replicate my voice and try to do that. I not try, but it would do that. The same opposite and in different ways, and use like my intentions to their injustice intentions and stuff like that, or backwards intentions. And they would do a bunch of like imagery, like interactions, and then like like associated to me, and try to like not try. They would go and literally ruin my day. They would go and put imaginary fake pain on my back so that I don't recover, because if my back doesn't hurt, then they don't have the same level of power, quote unquote power, that they want to have. Cause like me, without my pain, without my weaknesses, it's done. It's a done deal. I imagined this before. So they would go and send this computer out. The computer was mainly targeting me, because I'm the messenger of truth here in human form, in a human body. So that's the real truth. I represent the real truth. So it would target me, and it would work through me. Like if it could affect everyone else that wasn't like on my side, worshiping me as God here, because I am not Jesus. I'm telling you the real truth now. And I know this. I know who I am. So I'm not lying to you. And because I am who I am, the computer will go and target me. It makes perfect sense to those who ain't stupid and brainwashed by the Jesus lie and deception. Freemasons created the Jesus lie. So I'm telling you the real truth. I'm not the I kind of am the because I'm against Jesus. You see what I'm saying? I'm against the Christ they created, the lie they created. So it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing to be an Antichrist, because Jesus Christ is it's not the truth. It's not God. You see what I mean? So it's kind of like that. Like they made the Antichrist look like a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing. So they were referring to the messenger of truth, exposing the messenger of lies, or the lie that they created to embody God, to embody God, like not embody God, because they don't. The lie the Freemasons created is not God. He can't embody God, but they projected the illusion that Jesus is God. And because Jesus is a Freemason lie, you see how I'm studying a little bit, because I'm exposing something that's too relative to what they did, and it fucks it up for them and shit. They be catching fucking, mumbles and fucking hiccups and shit, because I'm exposing them directly. So because Jesus is not the truth, Jesus is a lie created by Freemasons, And since I exposed it, they made me look like if I'm the Antichrist and like if I'm bad and that the Antichrist is going to destroy everyone, which is the opposite. I'm going to unite all the good people, not everyone, all the good people against the bad people. And like if I'm going to go and fucking, like go, the great persecution where they go after all the Jesus followers, which is actually a good thing, because they're giving Jesus power that the enemy is using against the people, against good people. And if you could put it together now, it makes perfect sense that if people are worshiping, if a lot of people are worshiping a fake idol that was given to them as God, that the devil is using, the illusion of truth to know things and to pretty much go after people, in indirect ways and shit like that, because God works right there in your face. Like that's what I'm doing. I'm over here telling you the real truth to your face. You see what I'm saying? That's how God works. And a lot of people don't understand that. And because I look the way I look, they may go and use the perception. Oh, he's just some guy. He's from the hood. He did this or he did, they expect God to be perfect. God in human form will have to live here as a human and tell the truth and expose the enemy. That's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people got the perception of God wrong. Yes, God is the truth. The truth is God, literally. But I represent the truth here in human form. Me, I'm the messenger of truth here in real life. The real truth. I'm real here. Me. I'm real in physical form, in human form. You see what I'm talking about? So it makes perfect sense when I explain it now. So there's no confusion of who God is now. Well, God is the truth, and I'm God here in human form. So I'm your God. I'm telling you the real truth. I could tell you the real truth too. And I've told you guys the real truth so many times. But since the enemy or have so many people worshiping Jesus as God, what do you think they're doing? They go and implement whatever trick or lie, deception they could to get in between me and you. Me and, you and the truth. The real truth. So when I tell you the truth, they go and right away and start attacking you and start confusing people. Or, that's what they were doing. Now it's different because I exposed them to a level where they can't hide anymore. So when I tell you the truth now, the effect is a lot less than before. So whenever they go and attack you now, it's more obvious what they're doing. So you see it happening. Sometimes, not all of you. I'm not talking about that. They could do it to all of you because not everyone is the same. They attack people differently. You see what I'm saying? So, if I say it a certain way, they go and act like if all of you are the same and they could do the same thing to you said, because they're opposites. They're opposites. A lie is the opposite of the truth. So they work through many lies. The lies are nothing against the truth. So they go and try to create a lot of confusion and a lot of like this and that and excuses and, sneak around. That's why they got to sneak around, because if they get found, that's it. The truth will destroy the whole thing. The whole lie. It destroys the lies. It destroys the liar. Imagine the type of humiliation a liar and a deceiver would go through getting caught at a high level of deceptions. Now, when someone lies to you and you catch them, imagine the shame and humiliation they go through. So imagine someone running like things from a government standpoint, lies and deceptions at a government standpoint, that the level of pain, suffering, shame, humiliation, and everything that comes with being exposed at that level, high level, is complete, and it's complete annihilation. It's complete utter destruction for them. So you can see why they are so deceptive now. So they created a computer and they go and they were going to use like spirits of like deceptions and spirits of confusion, and they would send like spirits of confusion. I could literally fucking see the fucking spirit moving around my fucking phone. It would be like right here looking at me, directly at me, and I'm looking at him directly. We're looking at each other and he's right fucking there looking at me. projecting confusion at me and seeing if there's any weakness so that the confusion that he's projecting could go inside of me and I feel confused and shit. And I'm over here looking at it like, what the fuck? Not like, what the fuck? But I'm looking at this fucking, spirit, this deceitful fucking thing that they sent at me. So I'm looking at it, and that thing is looking at me, and we're literally looking at each other, and he's just there, standing there, like right here or whatever the fuck, and he'll be looking at me, and then, they'll move sometimes too. When I delete it over here, another one will pop up over here, because they act like they could control time, and like if time is on the side, and that's the type of shit that we're doing. I got to put it in the past now so they can't do it in the present. You see what I'm talking about? Because they act like if I say it like that, they can control time and shit. They'll go and actually take that as a literal fact. Like if they could do it, like a green light for them to do it. So So they would do all of these things to keep people from the truth, because they don't want to get exposed at that high level and get demolished by the people and be publicly punished, executed. Everyone knowing exactly what they did. They do not. That you see a little glitch right there. That was part of the. Anyways, so like So they don't want to get caught at that high level and be publicly executed while people knowing exactly why. They do not want to suffer that type of level of pain, suffering, humiliation, shame, everything else that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? So of course, they go and create these fronts and these, computers and shit like that to monitor people like that. The feds got caught doing this project, this operation called MK Ultra, which they were studying the human mind and stuff like that, how people could use like their imagination and their mental voices and shit like that. After they got caught, they stopped. Publicly, or however they were doing it, like occultically or whatever the fuck, they stopped, but they continued it and they incorporated the information they gathered from that into their program, their spy program that I just told you. See, like right now, Hillary, FBI, that's what I see. Anyways, Freemasons. So they started to gather information on how to attack people indirectly from within, attacking the mind and shit, like through our phones and like technological devices, your TV, the PlayStations. I have a recording device and I talk to it all the time, like a lot. And they literally go and they were possessing my recording device as I'm speaking, and then using like whatever technology it had, the technology to record voices. So they would use sound and shit like that, and literally send like these vibes, these negative energies at me and shit. And I would feel it like in my heart, or I would, they would fuck with my train of thought, make me forget in real time and shit. Like they would go ahead and see what I was about to say and see, start putting confusion there or whatever the fuck, and try to like make it go away so I don't remember what I'm about to say before I get to it. And then like when I say stuff, they'll go to the behind and then start fucking with what I said and shit, or they'll go and see if there's anyone listening before they I post my recordings and shit like that, and make them go away and shit like that. Say, oh, they will never listen or some shit like that, things like that, excuses like that, and try to make the crowd go away, and them being the only ones listening, but not like you and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about? You see that little stutter in my voice right there? They put that in there right now while I was making, well, not now, but that little hiccups that I'm having right now while I'm recording this is because they went and put a little bit more anxiety and through my pain in my back and shit. You see what I mean? They'll try anything that's there that they see as something they could benefit from and try to stop me. They'll go and do it, So they went and put in, they're doing it right now, putting anxiety in my head right now because I said it. So that's the type of things they were doing. You see, they did it right now in real time as I'm telling you. They just literally, and you saw it. And the word anxiety appeared in my head in spiritual form, in imaginary form, and you could feel it. It's stuff that you could feel. So it's not like I'm lying to you. I'm not delusional. And I'm telling you, like, so it doesn't work the way you think it may work. So I got to gather the people against the enemy's peoples. Get it? So I got to gather the good people and kill the bad people. Eliminate the bad people from here, from the picture, from life. So because without Satan's army, there is no Satan's influence here. Get it? So we got to get rid of all of them, all of the Satan's minions, puppets, army, and then we get rid of Satan. You know what I'm saying? There is no Satan working here. Satan will be nothing. Satan and the devil, Lucifer, all that shit will be nothing but a memory of something that we used to deal with. I made a recording yesterday about this, and I was doing it like very, very, like much better than this right now, because I'm telling you this and the level of targeting that I'm going through, you know, then, you know, I'm having hiccups and shit. But it's actually good because now you know exactly the type of shit they do. And this is a live sample of, oh, there you go. They're saying how that's why I ain't got, someone said that's why I ain't got that many views, because yeah, exactly. So I'm interacting with you right now. I heard exactly what you said from wherever standpoint that you are watching my video right now. So you said it right. Exactly. Yeah. Someone someone watching this video right now just said it, and they were trying to go after him right now. He's still going to watch the video. But anyways, now I'm interacting with you. You see, he said it right then and there, and I acknowledged it. Someone from the future watching this video before he even watched it. I just interacted with someone from the future right now because someone's watching. Now there's more people, 52 views, and they're guesstimating to see how many views I'll get now and stuff, like 52 views and 150. You know, anyways, so like, you see, these are the type of like lies and deceptions that they go in and put in motion, and that they were putting in motion. You see, the views were going down to like 82, and now those are the type of things they were doing in order to try to stop me. You see, and now that people know exactly what it is that they're doing, they can't do it like before. Because I've been letting them target me in order for me to expose them so that people can have no doubt that what I'm telling them is the truth. And that the enemy is doing what I'm telling them that they're doing. So now that people know exactly what's going on, now we're gathering, people are gathering, passing around the information that I told them and stuff like that. And now people are uniting against the enemy. So this is gonna be like this. Yeah, the enemy's done. It's just a matter of getting it done, because they went in the direction that I wanted them to go into, and, you know, exposing themselves. So no matter what they do now, they're still going in that direction. Even if they try to go backwards, it doesn't matter what they do. They're still, you know, going in the direction of self-destruction, of us destroying them. Like, you know, it's a perfect storm of destruction for the enemy. Not that they could use against us, but for us to destroy them and them destroying themselves. It's like, yeah, perfect. I know exactly what I'm doing. So I'm exposing this to let you guys know the truth, even though you know now. I don't have to explain myself. I don't even have to post this video, but I will, because I want to. I do what I want. The enemy does what they have to do. Get it? They're one way. They're only negative. I'm good, and I'm only good. But even when I do bad, I'm still good, and I can still use bad against them because that's good. Get it? So I use bad against the enemy, and I force them to expose themselves by coming after me and making them think that they're winning, when in reality they're losing. Get it? You see, the enemy just boggled right there, like Anyways, so like I'm about to go post this video, the real truth. Remember that. Now you know the real truth. I'm the real truth. That's me. Check out my name in the thing, in the thumb pic or whatever picture of my profile. My real name is Julio Romano. Julio Aneudis Romano Baez. That's my real name in real life. And they're acting like, oh, his enemies just caught a wind. Nah, anyways, nah. You see, I don't sound like myself right now. I'm about to go stretch and make my back feel better and stuff like that. So, anyways, now you know the real truth. The truth is God. Now you know.